Now, children, come up real close while Santa tells you the story about the donkey, Small One. Many years ago, there lived a woodcutter who had a boy just about your age. The woodcutter also had 5 donkeys. One of the donkeys was much, much older than the other donkeys and was not quite as strong or as pretty as the rest of the donkeys either. His name was Small One. He was a good donkey, and he had worked long and hard for his master. Oh, but now he was starting to move much slower than the other donkeys. Small One and the woodcutter's son were very close friends, and they loved each other very much. Small One was the boy's very, very favorite pet, and you could always see them together wherever they went. One day the woodcutter said, My son, it's time you took that donkey to town and stop at a shop inside the town gates. And there you'll find a man who will give you 1 piece of silver for him." Well, the boy was surprised and said to his father, "Oh, Father, you can't sell my donkey. Why, he has been so faithful. He has been so good through all these years, and he has so many more years of work left in him. Please don't sell him." "Enough of this," said the woodcutter. "Take him to town now and stop at the second shop inside the town gates, and the man will give you a piece of silver to bring home." Well, at this moment the boy remembered who owned that shop in town. It was the man called the tanner who made leather out of animals' hides. Oh no, said the boy. "He will be killed there and sold for leather. No, not Small One, not my donkey." The father spoke to the boy and said, "He is old and of no use to anyone. Now take him to town and be quick about it." The boy and the donkey headed down the street with tears in their eyes. On the way to town, the boy thought, "The horse market. Maybe I can sell Small One at the horse market. Oh, if someone could only buy him there, someone who would not beat him or be mean to him." The marketplace was very busy at noon, and many other animals were being sold also. The boy could hear the auctioneer's voice ring out over the crowd. "How much am I bid for this fine mare horse?" 40 pieces of silver." "Do I hear 50? 50. And as the auctioneer went on calling for bids, the little boy walked around the crowd, trying to sell his donkey to someone. "Sir, see this fine donkey, sir? For 1 piece of silver and a good home you can have him." "Get that ragged animal away from me, boy. Be gone now. Go away with that ugly animal." The boy turned away with his head hung down and walked on through the crowd, tears falling from his face. He stopped time and time again to ask people to buy his donkey, but every time he stopped, the people just laughed at him and laughed at his donkey. The boy finally thought of asking the auctioneer to sell his donkey for him, but the auctioneer said, "What? Sell that ugly, broken-down animal? Ha! And a tail. Or is it a tail? Why, it's like the end of a broom." The crowd of people laughed, and the auctioneer continued to say nasty things about the donkey. "No, please don't say that. No," said the little boy, as tears came down his cheeks. "He's not an ugly animal. He's a fine donkey. Why, he's fine enough to be in a king's stable. And someday you just might find him there." "All right now, boy, please move on. We've wasted enough time with you and that donkey." And so, with the auctioneer's fading voice in their ears, the boy and his donkey left the marketplace. The day had gone by quickly, and he had to have the piece of silver for his father. It was close to sundown when the boy and Small One stood outside the tanner's door. The boy's hand caressed the drooping ear and patted the worn coat for the last time. Then, just as he lifted the latch of the tanner's door, a voice spoke to him from the street. My son. Yes, the boy turned hopefully. "Yes, sir." A bearded, poorly dressed man detached himself from the crowd that was moving towards the town's gates. "My son, tell me, are you the owner of this small donkey?" Yes, sir. Yes, I am. I have a long journey to make, and my wife is not well. I have a great need of a strong, gentle animal to carry her safely." Oh, oh, sir, small one is very strong and very trustworthy too, sir. Oh, yes, I can believe that. Would you be good enough to sell him to me? Oh, yes, sir. The boy's heart sang at the miracle. Yes, sir, yes, sir. The price is but one piece of silver. The man was looking at Smallwood's drooping ear. Is that too much, sir? Too much? No, that isn't too much. The man smiled down at him. Why, that's very reasonable for such a beautiful animal. The boy was almost overcome by this unexpected appreciation of Smallwood. His happiness at having saved Smallwood's life was now lost in the dreadful pain of losing him. Goodbye, Smallwood. Goodbye, and be faithful to your new master, Smallwood. The man helped a woman up onto Smallwood's back, and as the boy's eyes met hers, it seemed to him that, yes, there was a bright, radiant glow, and it was shining about her head. As the man led Smallwood out of the town's gates, the voice of the guard called out a sharp command. Wait. One moment, traveler. Yes, yes, soldier. Don't you know the gates of the city close at sundown? By all rights, I should make you remain here, this night. However, the guard shrugged his shoulders and said, What is your name? My name is Joseph. And your wife? They call her Mary. Your destination? The man looked out at the hills and beyond the gates. Why, we journeyed to Bethlehem. Pass, traveler. And so Joseph and Mary and Smallwood passed through the town's gates, and the donkey's hooves rang sharply on the stones of the road, and the sound was very much like music. Goodbye, goodbye, Smallwood, and be gentle and sure of foot. Be gentle and carry her safe to Bethlehem. Safe to Bethlehem, Smallwood. Bethlehem, the birthplace of the baby Jesus. And that also, children, was what we call the first Christmas. The first Christmas morning, the morning the Christ child was born. You see, that's what Christmas really means, children. It's the birthday of Jesus. Just like you and I have a birthday, just like Mommy and Daddy have a birthday. This was the birthday of Jesus. And this is why we should always share our gifts and our love with everyone, but especially at Christmas time, to celebrate the story of the baby Jesus. Isn't that a wonderful story, children? Santa loves it very, very much. Children, Santa wants to tell you about someone who loves you very much. And this someone watches over you every night, just like your mommy, just like your daddy do. He also watches over me, Santa Claus. You all know him. His name is God. He is the one that has given Santa Claus all the things to make your toys and clothes with. He is the one that helps you and I when we're sick, and has the answers to all our problems through our prayers. God is the one that has given everything to Santa Claus all these years. Everything Santa gives to you, boys and girls, comes from God. The only thing that he wants me to do in return is to love everyone as much as I can. And you know, boys and girls, that Santa loves you all so very much. What does Santa want for Christmas? I'll tell you what I would like for Christmas. You boys and girls can give Santa a very nice Christmas gift if you want to. Someday, tomorrow, the next day, maybe this Christmas, every year, when you see your mommy or your daddy, your brothers or your sisters or your relatives or your friends or your playmates next door, children, just walk up to them and say to them, I love you. I love you very much. Children, this is the nicest thing that you can give Santa Claus for Christmas. It's the nicest thing that you can give to anyone for Christmas. Anyone at all. And they'd be so happy to have it. And remember, that I love you too, my dear children, very, very much.